Hey guys, this is Leo here from Dean Winchester. So I normally don't do this kind of like face cam talking on camera videos. Not really a big fan of them, or even audio commentary videos. So it's been a while since I've done this kind of like talking to a camera or reaction videos. But YouTube recently changed their guidelines. They're kind of forcing you to have like a physical presence in the video somehow, either audio or video. So there's been a lot of drama going on with a lot of channels having issues with that new guidelines from YouTube. I kind of hinted at that a while ago in one of my videos, my more recent videos. So I'm not going to get into too much details into like the drama surrounding that. I've been working on trying to solve that through YouTube. A lot of issues going on. So, most of my content is like creative edits of like convention clips with, TV show clips. I practically invented that genre of like making a parallel or juxtaposition. Look that up if you're not sure what it means. Like putting two things together to give like the video a new meaning, a new value, creative value, all of that. YouTube doesn't seem to understand that, especially their viewers and their AI robot system, whatever, that checks the channels. Yeah, so I have a whole other video planned to make about that if it's not solved sometime soon. So for this video, I'll do one of those, talk to the camera videos to do predictions for the finale. Way back in February 2019, I already made a season 14 finale predictions. And I predicted some things based on whatever info we had at the time. We didn't have much because that's several episodes back. So there are some predictions in that video I made I'll stick with. Some of them I'm just gonna get rid of and add new ones based on, all the episodes we got so far. Only one episode obviously till the finale. So yesterday I posted a picture of me setting up my new setup you seeing now. I already got this set up a while ago, but I actually haven't got a chance to use all of it yet. So I posted a picture asking for you guys ideas of what you want me to talk about next with my new setup. I really like how it looks and the sound and everything. I hope comes off good. Hope you like it. So anyway, I posted a picture asking for ideas, and a lot of you commented wanting me to make a video about predictions for the finale. I don't know if you guys seen my earlier prediction video. You should definitely check that out. But this will be an updated version of it with, like I said, I'm gonna get rid of some of the predictions I made before, and I'll make new ones based on the new information we have. So let's dive right into the video.
What he can do. This is our only play.
So you might be wondering why I have a picture of Evil Jack in the background. Well, because he's the main focus now as far as predictions for the finale, obviously based on everything we got so far. Jack turning evil, I kind of predicted this a while ago, with the whole soul loss and him kind of like acting weird, doing like, semi-evil things that seem like an accident, but it's a big hint that he's going bad. So now we got this, the boys are going after him, they want to kill him somehow, because he's the most powerful being currently in existence outside of God and Amara, of course, and the Empty, you could argue. But he's the biggest threat right now. But at the same time, he's kind of like, he used to be their family at least before he turned on them, killed their mom. I mean, a lot of people make excuses for Jack, like he doesn't have a soul, he doesn't know what he's doing. But if someone kills your mom, are you guys going to be like, oh, it's okay, it's by accident, Jack, he didn't mean to? That's ridiculous. So yeah, the boys, especially Dean, are going all after Jack, wanting to kill him because he already killed a lot of innocent people, like in the church and stuff like that in the last episode. And he's a big threat that has to be stopped somehow. The box didn't work, obviously, so now they're going for other methods. So the big prediction of that video will focus on Jack, obviously, and what Moriah means, the biblical references, which I also made an earlier video on. But I also want to cover my earlier video predictions I made all the way back in February and see which ones I stick with from back then based on whatever little information we had back then, and which ones I'm gonna get rid of based on the new information we have now. Hey guys, this is Leo here from Dean Winchester. So we got exciting new details, or let's say hints, about season 14 finale in a preview I made earlier on my channel. And I hinted at that person coming back. Showrunner Andrew Deb hinted at someone, a familiar face, coming back. My guess would be Adam, and my other guess would be Lucifer finally getting back into Nick, or even Sam in the finale. Who knows, right? So back in my February video, one of my predictions is Adam returning based on some hints we got when Jack was talking to Michael saying my uncle's in the cage. Typically writers don't just add random references about characters like that unless they plan to bring them back. But now I don't really believe to bring Adam back. There's literally nothing about that since then, no hints or whatsoever. It could have easily been just a passing hint, Jack, dialogue for Jack talking to Michael about family or whatever. So I don't think Adam will return really at the end of the season, maybe in the final season next year. Again, it's very sad because I don't want to talk about that, and this is the final season finale this season. Yeah, not really a good time just talking about the final season finale, right? But, just trying to just cover it as a big fan of the show and ignore that for now. Just stay composed, right? So yeah, I'm gonna throw this early prediction about Adam's return out the window. I don't think he will right now, maybe next final season again. So next one I predicted is Castiel being taken in the Empty in the finale, which means he has to be happy to be taken, because that's what the Empty told him when Castiel traded his life for Jack. So Empty wanted to take Jack early on, but Castiel said take me instead. Empty said okay fine, but I'm gonna wait for you to be happy because I'm sadistic this way, and then I'm gonna come take you. So one could wonder are he going to play out that scenario at the end of the season, or is he going to wait for it somehow for next season? Well, it seems like a perfect cliffhanger for this season, right? Because we want to go all big with like something, a tragic event happening, or was a bad thing happening in the finale. So I think the Castiel taken by the Empty prediction will stand this season. Somehow, I'm going to go into more details how Castiel could be happy by the end of the season despite the drama going on. So for now, at least I'm going to say I'm sticking with the Empty taking Castiel part. Moving on to the next predictions from my early video. Lucifer rising. So Lucifer already rose, is that the word, right? He already risen or rose or whatever. In the early episode when Nick called him from the Empty, he woke up, and he's taking literally the whole season to actually get out of the Empty and come back to like Nick's body or any other vessel. He came close in the early episode, when he almost got into Nick, but Jack had to ruin it, of course, and just send him right back into the Empty. Real bummer, because I was kind of excited to have Lucifer back, because he's really charismatic, and he's a great character, A lot of people are saying, bury Lucifer, we don't want him anymore, he's been too long. I think he's the ultimate villain of the series, so it's kind of cool to bring him back maybe for the final season. It's not cool that it's the final season at all, it's never going to be cool, but just if I were to choose a villain, either Yellow Eyes, bringing Yellow Eyes back, or Lucifer back as the ultimate villains of the series, and just like fighting them off, like ending them for good, right?
Wait.
So I think Lucifer will finally get out in the finale. So I'm sticking with that. Well, not as strongly as it was before, but I'm still keeping that prediction from my early video. Alright, I had an early prediction still before anything happened was Michael back then, that Michael will get out of Dean. He was still in Dean's mind at the time. Actually, I was right, but the only thing is I said he's gonna get out of Dean's mind in the season finale. Or I actually said he might get out earlier, so I wasn't actually wrong. So what happened is he did get out of Dean's mind earlier when Dean had the brain knock thing in one of the early episodes. He got out, possessed Rowena, and then we know what happened. Jack killed him and absorbed his essence or grace or whatever. That's another prediction I have is Michael could be manipulating Jack, because Jack has been hearing voices in his head before he killed Mary. So are those voices just Lucifer messing with him, or it sounded like angelic archangel voices? So if Lucifer is just an illusion, so this means that's not Lucifer talking to him. So I'm thinking Michael somehow is still alive inside Jack and controlling him and making him go evil and do bad things. Besides, Jack doesn't have a soul, so that's not helping his moral compass at all. Because the soul is pretty much the moral compass of any person or being, even Jack being a Nephilim.
Jack.
Leave me alone.
Please, just...
Leave me alone.
Please. What's happening?
Leave me alone.
What's going on?
Leave me alone!
Jack, just listen. Jack, please. Listen to me.
Leave me alone!
So I'm still sticking with that prediction that Michael will somehow play a role in the finale. So that's a new prediction, an old new prediction that Michael still has a role to play in the season finale. Alright, now moving on to my new predictions based on all the information we got, in the new episodes up till episode 19. Obviously I talked about Jack going evil early on in several of my videos, so that's already predicted that. But the new prediction will be based on that heavily and the fact that the boys are actively trying to kill him now. Early on, they're trying to help him, like trap him in the box, not kill him, because they don't really have any way to kill him. So, in a promo, we saw Dean holding some gun with some like etchings on it, some kind of wording, whatever special bullets. They melted Archangel blades, like some people suggested or whatever. I don't think that's what they did, but again, we're gonna have to wait and see. So they somehow find a possible way to kill him. In a sneak peek of the episode we get a hint of the boys coming up with a new plan, the Soul Bomb plan. It's really like an old new plan from season 11 when they're trying to kill Amara. Dean absorbed a lot of ghost souls and he was going to like suicide soul bomb Amara in the season finale, but they ended up not going with that because Dean kind of played Dr. Phil between God and his sister Amara, and they just had them make up and just leave, go somewhere else, and everything was fine. He didn't have to try to kill Amara even. So never even knew if the soul bomb would have worked. I don't think it would have worked. But anyway, Dean is thinking of using that against Jack now because he really doesn't have any other ideas. Like, what is he gonna do about this super crazy powerful being? Superman, pretty much. God Jack, just like we had God Castiel before. So Dean pitched that idea of using a soul bomb, and he told Sam, well, Sam, you have to go on board with me this time because I know you've been hesitant for a while. You don't want to harm Jack and trying to like save him, just like Castiel's trying to save him. But he's beyond saving now. He killed their mom. He killed a lot of innocent people. He's super powered up. He doesn't have a soul or moral compass. He's even more pissed now at the boys. I'm surprised he didn't kill them, to be honest. I expected maybe he tries to kill them, but then Ex Machina, God steps in and saves him last moment. But seems like he just left based on a sneak peek we saw. So anyway, they're trying to kill Jack with a soul bomb idea. Now, I don't know if they can actually try to use it, or is they going to find the other idea of whatever gun Dean is holding, whatever kind of bullets in it, to actually, he believes it can kill Jack. Well, or else, why else would he be pointing a gun at Jack's head if he knew it's just normal stupid bullets that he knows it's not going to harm Jack, right?
You should never have tried to lock him away. I wanted him dead.
He burned his soul off to save us.
This is the only way.
I understand.
Supernatural. Season finale Thursday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Alright, so here's a big prediction based on the episode title Moriah, which I made a whole video about it. Go check it out if you haven't yet. It's about the biblical references of Moriah, is that Abraham was asked by God to sacrifice his son Isaac for God, but then, Isaac submits. He's like, alright, you can kill me now for God, whatever. And, God interferes last moment. I believe he sends an angel messenger to Abraham, tells him, hey, you don't have to kill your son Isaac anymore. Here is this sheep, ram, you can just kill instead. Really horrible for the sheep, but whatever. Thanks, God, I guess. That's really nice of you. But he tells them, you don't have to kill your son anymore. You can kill this innocent animal instead. I mean, what would Lucifer do? That's what God does. That's really evil, guys. Sheep feels sentient being, doesn't need to be killed, but that's what God thinks of like a positive outcome of a situation. Kills the innocent little baby animal instead of like, your son. It's a good thing, apparently. Really pisses me off about the story, but anyway, moving on. So if we take this analogy based on the title of the episode, apply it to what's going to happen in the actual episode, Dean would be the father figure, in this case Abraham, and Jack would be the submitting son, Isaac. Dean like a father figure to Jack, as we all know. He's been like that this season. They kind of like inserted that this season. It used to be Jack and Sam kind of like an uncle. Now Dean is like a father figure, somehow. Just to fit the narrative of this season, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, he was pretty rough on Jack at the beginning, and I don't think he's forgotten. And I know he hasn't forgiven himself. He's lost people. We've all lost people, but
This feels different. Losing, a son. Feels different.
So anyway, Dean the father, Jack the son, Dean having to sacrifice Jack for the greater good because Jack is like destructive, no soul, he's so powerful, he has to be killed, sacrificed, whatever. And Jack submitting, you know, he's willing to like, you know, he tells Dean like, okay, I understand you have to do it. And we see in the promo him accepting his fate essentially. But then if the story goes exactly how it implies from the title, God will step in last moment, ex machina, saving Jack, maybe like taking him away or whatever to kind of like keep Earth safe from him. So I hope it doesn't go as simplistic as that, because if it does, that's really like a big spoiler from that episode title that we know exactly what's going to happen in the finale. I'd like to be surprised, so please, supernatural writers and showrunners, surprise us all in the finale. I hope so.
We should probably talk.
Alright, going back to the early prediction of Castiel being taken by the empty, so the condition of that is Castiel being happy. So what if God, actually someone in the comments suggested that earlier, what if God steps in and takes Jack to heaven to like to keep the earth safe from him, whatever. So that's not necessarily like a bad outcome, because then Jack is not really dead, he's just like happy in heaven, away, and God restores his soul, whatever, and the earth is safe from him. We got rid of Jack without killing him. And still, like, you know, it's not a tragic outcome. So maybe Castiel and the boys are happy with the outcome, and then the empty steps in and makes it tragic for them, right? Empty comes in, takes Jack to the empty. And again, someone suggested in the comments that another tragic step further is when Castiel goes to the empty, that's how Lucifer somehow either like possesses him, or I'm thinking just torturing him in the empty. Kind of like Sam and Adam were in the cage with Lucifer before. Adam's still there, everyone forgets about him, including me, whatever. So what if Lucifer either tortures Castiel, forces him to be possessed by him in the empty, or just keeps torturing him in the empty because Lucifer is still stuck in the empty and being pissed now. So that's a possible outcome in the finale. I mean, any of what I said in that video, guys, can happen, or some of it, or maybe very little of it, who knows. Depends on how the writers will surprise us in the finale. So yeah, that's my whole predictions, guys, for the finale, my final predictions for season 14 finale. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below your thoughts. Subscribe for more awesome supernatural content. Until next time, as always, no chick flick moments.
Awesome. That's awesome.
You're awesome.